What is up, everybody? Welcome back to episode 77 of Thinktwice, the magic and pop culture show hosted by me, Justin Parnell, and my co-host, Ali 2019 Aintrazi.
It's a brand new year.
It is.
But thinking
the first of its kind. We've never had 2019 before.
No, it's brand new. This episode 77, but do you think we'll get to episode 777? Or no?
No, I don't. To be perfectly honest, that's a really long time.
It is a long time.
That's a really long time. Some quick math says if there's 52 episodes in a year, since there's 52 weeks in a year, 700 divided by 50 is 14. So if it take 15 years. So it'd take 14 more years.
Yeah, is zombie apocalypse gonna happen before then?
Yeah, the world's for sure going to end in some terrible way.
Yeah.
Sometime in the next 14 years. Like, there's just no chance. The way that we're going, like cancer, everyone's going to have cancer, definitely. Global warming, you won't be able to go outside, you won't be able to stay inside. This is everything.
Won't be able to breathe.
Yeah. If you're under 50 right now, you won't have enough money to pay for anything. So there's a real low chance.
All right.
But it won't be because we stopped. It will be because surrounding things in the world made us stop, right?
Okay. I think I'll make it.
Against all odds.
Against all odds.
It truly would be. It truly would be against all odds.
I think we're making it. We're going to move on up to the east side with deluxe apartments in the sky. I
think that means that we're in heaven, so that's kind of being like dead. So
what did you do last week?
You might be misinterpreting the song. What now?
What did you do last weekend?
Let's see. I went to go visit my parents and my mom's side of the family in a little town called Swansboro, which none of you know where that is. Maybe a couple of you do. It is near Camp Lejeune, near Jacksonville, in southeast North Carolina. Is
that where the first swan was born?
I don't know. Probably where the first white person saw a swan when they came and took America.
That makes sense. Yes.
Yeah.
Saw a swan. And they're like, okay, I'm white. This is the first one ever been here in this land.
Yeah, and then there's Native Americans like, there's swans everywhere. Like, this is Swansboro.
I claim it
exactly.
for the white folk. Yeah. Okay.
That's how most things, I think, in North and South Carolina for sure were named.
Oh yeah, it's like been here. No, it hasn't. The first time I've seen it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I can't really change my accent, but you know what I'm saying.
I don't know. You sound mostly white already.
Thank you. I try. I gotta fit in. Otherwise, I might risk discrimination.
Yeah,
I said that already happens.
We hate for you to be discriminated against in America based on the color of your skin.
But we gotta. If my voice sounds like it, maybe you want to call on the phone for customer service. They might think, hey, he's white.
So we over the weekend, or last week, Meredith and I watched the movie The Big Sick. Have you seen that movie?
No, I haven't.
That might be a great one to do for the podcast because it's pretty funny. But there's
Go ahead.
There's just one joke. This has nothing. This doesn't ruin any of the movie. Have you seen the show Silicon Valley? That's a
Silicon Valley?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. So one of the main characters in Silicon Valley is I don't want to say wrote, but I guess he did. He wrote and is the star of this movie. It's oh my gosh, what is his name? He plays Dinesh on Silicon Valley. Kumail Nanjiani. He's from Pakistan. Mm-hmm. American, like Americanized. Been here since he's 14. Anyway, so his character in the movie is talking to his girlfriend's parents, and they're like having a tense moment, and the girlfriend's dad goes, "So what do you think about 9/11?" And he's like, do you just go around asking people? And he's like, no, I just always wanted to, you know, talk to someone about it. And he's like, so did you never talk to anyone about it? You waited until you met a brown person? And he's just like, okay, sorry. He's like, no, it's fine. We can talk about it. And he's like, honestly, it was a tragedy. He's like, we lost 19 of our best men that day.
Oh God, I've seen this.
Yeah, it's good.
He's dating a white girl.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, whose family's from North Carolina. Ironically enough, full circle. Anyway, So that's what we did. That's what we did over the last week. What about you?
I played some board games. Played some Gizmos.
Yeah.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Gizmo. Yeah, played some Gizmo.
That's great.
That was fun.
Who got gizmos?
I went to up at Park Ken Wayne. Allison had Gizmos.
Nice.
Played some Gizmos.
Nice. You've heard us talk about that game on the podcast before. That was one I got at Gen Con. It's a lot of fun.
We also played something else. I can't remember what we played. We played something else though. But anyways, I also stream. No, I didn't stream. I watched Seven Deadly Sins, which is anime. Watched season 2 of that, and I watched Bird Box on Netflix.
Yeah, I watched Bird Box too. Let's not talk about Bird Box.
Okay.
Right now.
Sure. But yeah, I watched Bird Box too.
I think we're probably gonna. I imagine that's gonna show up here in under a month's time in the pop culture section.
We'll probably should do this sometime this month if we can.
For sure.
Yeah.
Awesome.
That was my weekend.
Yeah, relaxing. Best way to go before you get back in the swing of
couch
real
potato.
life.
I was basically couch potato watching TV shows, or not TV shows, but just shows.
Yeah. Do people? When was the last time you watched someone? You saw someone watch TV under the age of 40?
Long time.
Yeah.
It's Netflix. I mean, we're not counting Netflix. We're talking about cable, right?
Yeah, you talking about television.
Yeah, cable.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, cable. I don't think I've never seen Parker or Levi watch TV.
Well, even my mom just watches Netflix now.
Man, what a world.
My dad will watch like
world.
satellite, but it's like Arabic stuff. So
yeah.
I don't think that really counts.
I think it counts. If it's cable television. If you don't control, if you're watching a channel and you cannot control what's on the channel, then that's TV.
Okay, well he watches it, but he's older. He doesn't fit the criteria.
I think he's a little over 40, a couple days.
Yeah,
at least. Great. Well, speaking of that, next week our pop culture topic is going to be the Netflix interactive movie Black Mirror Bandersnatch. So if you want to be involved in that conversation, you have a week to watch Bandersnatch as many times as you can. Just saying.
Yeah. As many times as you can, you're right.
But as we enter into 2019, we want to thank everyone that supported us on Patreon again. Last week's episode was a lot of fun for us. Hopefully it was a lot of fun for you guys. And if you want to be a patron for the show, you can go to patreon.com/thinktwicemtg. We have a lot of great reward tiers, including our $1 Augur Bolus tier. Gets you early access to the show, gets you a pair of Thinktwice tokens. The next shipment of those should be going out soon, and gets you access to our Discord channel where we all have a lot of fun, especially during preview season time. We got a lot of hot takes, some cold takes, but mostly hot takes.
Hot cakes.
And hot cakes. There's hot takes and hot cakes.
Exactly.
You do have to work a little harder for the hot cakes, but they're there if you can find them. We also want to thank everyone that's listening on SoundCloud, iTunes, YouTube, Stitcher, Google Play Music, Spotify, of course. Leave us a review if you can, and leave us a like, a share, and a subscribe. That really helps us out. Spread the word about the podcast, the good gospel of Thinktwice, as we like to say, as of today.
Aww.
You gotta get higher on that pitch.
Aww.
Oh, that was great. That was a really good one.
Okay.
That was good. Okay, so this is our Reflecting Pool 2018 episode. This is actually our first. This is our first yearly thing. This is our first thing that we've done multiple times now. So I'm really excited. This is the episode where we're going to go back and review 2018 in Magic and 2018 in pop culture. So Magic is up first. Ollie, you ready?
I'm ready.
Sweet. All right. We'll be back in just a moment to talk about 2018 in Magic the Gathering.
dun, 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 dun. Rising up, back onto the top. Got something in the rivals. Do 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 2018 in Magic.
That's pretty good. All you have to do is just do that every year. And just do a little theme song every year. I think we'll be doing great.
All right. I got you.
All right. Excellent. So here's how we're going to do this. We have 10 questions. And we have each provided answers. You have answers. I have answers. And Director Choi has answers. So he's obviously not here, but we do have his answers. So we'll kind of just go down the list. And one of us will read out John's answers for him.
Okay.
And if we misinterpret his answers, then that's on him because he's not on the show.
He can explain.
Yeah, it's fair. Exactly. All right. Question 1. Just leading right off. Ollie, what was the best Magic set release of 2018?
Rivals of Ixalan.
Whew. Explain yourself on this one.
It had Mastermind's acquisition.
All right, go on.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, also I think Rivals also had a bunch of the transform cards. I think those are really iconic and almost like just stand out to me. It also said they had like Rekindling Phoenix, which is obviously a powerful card.
Yep.
Had a lot of had Jadelight Ranger. Had Mastermind's Acquisition, the best card in the set. Which is I can't not pick that set.
Has a
when
comma?
It has. It does. It also has. Wait, it has a comma?
Yeah.
Then we're sold. We're done. Has a comma and Masterminds. Like, I mean,
It's your whole deck.
What do you want
It's
from
the
me?
whole deck.
And it has Azor's Gateway. Had the Immortal Sun, like Arch of Araska.
You guys want to know a secret? A secret?
No.
Rivals. No, I'm serious. A good secret.
Okay.
Rivals of Ixalan is going to be real expensive for a long time. That set. It was really, really underopened because by the time it got released, people knew Dominaria was coming, and Dominaria, like, basically caught it with a left elbow, and it did not get open anymore. Like day one that Dominaria released, and it's the shortest amount of time between the January release and then the April release for sets. So least amount of time on shelves, already wasn't opened because people apparently were saving for Dominaria, and has a lot of really powerful cards. So Rivals of Ixalan is like one of the most expensive small sets in a really long time.
Has a lot of mythics that are good, like Azor's Gateway, Immortal Sun, Zakama. But those are all mythics that people want for Commander as well.
Big time. Well, not only that, I mean, it also has like Alondra the Dusk Rose. It has Kumena, Tyrant of Araska. It has, you already named Rekindling Phoenix, you named Azor's Gateway, you named...
It has all the flip
Mortal
cards
Sun.
too. It has like Path Metal, Hedon's Climb, Profane Procession, Storm the Vaults, Journey to Eternity. There's all just sweet and fun flip cards, I think.
Ravenous Chupacabra.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Well,
And then also has Azor, which is good. Like, it's a mythic. Azor the Lawbringer. I know he's not playing standard, but he's still a sweet mythic to play in like other formats.
Yeah.
Commander, I guess.
yeah. It has a very good Planeswalker that is probably going to surprise you how expensive it is in Angrath.
Yeah, it's the spike in speculation for Spectacle or Legacy play, I think.
Yeah. It's Rivals of Ixalan, sneaky good set. I'll agree with that. My answer and John's answer are the same, and that is the set that overshadowed Rivals of Ixalan, and that's Dominaria. Dominaria, in my opinion, is one of the greatest Magic sets, in general, probably ever made. At least in the modern era, for sure.
Okay, Kanye West.
Look, Tay, okay? I just got to tell people about Dominaria. because we talked about Rivals of Ixalan for a minute, but now we need to hear about the greatest set of all time. That's Dominaria. It also has one of the best limited formats in many, many years. And this is coming from someone who loves limited. And I can tell you Dominaria is fantastic. It's absolutely fantastic. Director Choi and I agree. Dominaria, best set of 2018, best set of a long time. It's great. Sagas, fantastic. Flavor, fantastic. It's great. It's just a great set. Great set all around.
Next question. Best Wizards of the Coast decision of 2018. Ooh. You start.
Okay. My answer is going to be an interesting one. I'm definitely going to have to explain myself. I think that the Wizards' decision to end master sets is going to be one of their best decisions ever. Because master sets at this point had outgrown themselves because Magic had gotten so expensive since the inception of their printings in 2013. And you have a set that was the most expensive set at retail ever in Ultimate Masters, but still provided a lot of value. But I want to look back at 2018 and look at Crucible of Worlds and Scapeshift and Doubling Season. These are cards that were $60+, all of them, reprinted in booster packs that cost $3.50 or $3.99 to open. And you can have those type of cards. You have to be more creative with how you're printing them, but you can do it. You don't have to have master sets because it's frustrating to know that it costs Wizards of the Coast the same amount to print all of these because it's a piece of paper and the secondary market is assigning value. And they're making an outrageous amount of money, and that's not something that you can continue to do for the growth of the game. And they're setting 2019 up to be a growth year for Magic, and you have to kill master sets to do that because they're just taking more money out of people's pockets or pushing that money, worst case, to something else that's not Magic. So I think that's going to be a fantastic decision.
I think John and I answers are kind of the same.
Yep.
He says esports announcement. I'm saying the $10 million prize pool or prize for 2019.
Yeah, I'd call that the same.
Yeah. So I think this is gonna be like you said, one of the biggest years for Magic this year.
Yeah.
We've already seeing that. We're seeing like Hearthstone streamers streaming Magic. We're seeing more online tournament events. We saw like the first $5,000 tournament online with MTG Arena. Not even run by Wizards. So I think this is just going to be like a huge. I think this decision is going to cascade or be catalyst for other big things for Magic.
Yeah, I think you're totally right. All right. Well, how about on the other hand then? What was the worst decision that Wizards made in 2018?
I'll go.
Okay.
The worst decision Wizards has ever made in their life,
jeez,
not yet alone 2018, was giving Simic +1/+1 counters a third time.
Oh, man. Okay, so hold on now. This is technically a 2019 decision. Because the set comes out in 2019.
It doesn't matter. This is the worst set, period. The worst decision period, not worst set, worst decision period. Doesn't matter. 2018, 2019, 20. But they made this set not 2019. They made this decision like probably 2 years ago.
Yeah, so either way, it's not a 2018 decision.
It is. It's 2017. It's 2018. It's when I learned about it. Okay, I learned about it in 2018. So I'm going with the worst decision in 2018.
So if we have this question again in 2019, a year from now, what are you going to say?
Simic counters.
Wow, 2 years in a row. That's going to be impressive. If you can hold that
years.
up. I'm not going to remind you. I'm not going to remind you and see if you say it next year.
Okay, we'll see.
All right. Okay. John answers the Silver Showcase. It's tough to argue with that one. That's literally like one of the worst in taste decisions that Wizards has made. Although ironically enough, I think that had that been shifted until after Arena went into open beta and it was done on Arena and with a tournament like that, I think it would have been taken a lot differently, but it wasn't. So it just came off really poorly with having most people there on not their magic merits. It's not great. Not a great call.
No.
My answer is the fact that Wizards of the Coast announced there were going to be 6 Pro Tours in 2019, and then weeks later completely blew everything up. Now, they blew it up for what you and John called the best decision of 2018, but it also showed how short-sighted they were in making all of these grand announcements for organized play in 2019, only to be like, nah, we're not doing any of that. We said we're going to do something completely different. We're doing something better, but the fact that they got to the point where they announced something and then immediately announced something better, like, that does not give me a lot of faith in their decision-making ability, especially in the short term.
No, I see that. I believe that.
All right, what's next?
Best Magic Story Character of 2018.
Okay. Well, John said he split his answers, and he said Bolus and Ugin.
Okay, disqualified.
I have to agree. You get to pick one. Disqualified. Yeah, you can't pick 2 answers. Disqualified.
All right, we picked. I picked Vraska.
I also picked Vraska.
My reasoning was because seeing a character change, and actually, it's weird, but what she went through in the story kind of resonated with me as far as like my life decisions and what I was going through at that time in my life. It just really resonated with me and made me like have hope, and it's gonna sound cheesy, but like faith. Like it was just really good. Like basically how much she changed and how she wanted to be better and how she supported Jace. Just her whole character development was just amazing for me. Like she felt like a real character.
I mean, I totally agree. Vraska was also my pick for best Magic Story character of 2018 because
snakes.
What now?
Because snakes?
No, because honestly, for a lot of the reasons that you said, like this felt like a person that I was connected to, and I think it's pretty easy, even though, man, like reflecting back, I think overall, Ixalan had half of the story I just did not care about at all. Anything with Watley, I hardly cared about. I didn't care about anything with like the merfolk and the vampires. But the stuff with Jason Vraska was so good, and only half of that was in 2018, but it was still so great. And those 2 characters, like I was close to naming Jace as the best character, but Jace isn't the best character without Vraska, so it's Vraska.
We also messed up too when we met Dominaria, and that was just obnoxious when he got reacquainted with Liliana. So yeah. Vraska through and through. Especially kind of, even though we haven't seen story with her in Guild of Ravnica, just seeing her and where she is now, even though she doesn't know kind of what she went through, yeah, it just makes her the best character of 2018 for sure. All right, next up, best Magic Story of 2018.
Yes, so we'll start with John's answer again, and this is going to come as no surprise probably. He said Chronicles of Bolas, the first lesson, which is a Bolas and Ugin story. And I do think that one was good. I think the whole Chronicles of Bolas storyline was very, very good.
Yeah, it was very much gave us a time on things and what happened, which was nice for all the elder dragons.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, putting that backstory together like pretty cleanly, without retconning too much, even though they did, I guess, retcon the Bolas and Ugin brother thing. But you could have it wasn't really a retcon. They didn't really change anything, but they just kind of filled in gaps of information we didn't know. But that felt a little cheesy, but the story was still good.
I agree.
My pick was, ironically enough, a story that came out almost exactly a year ago, and it was the very first story of 2018, and that was The Flood, which was the story where Jace begins to get all of his memories back, and he and Vraska go through different parts of his life, and you see what makes him a tragic character, and Vraska in here and is kind of can't escape from Jace's mind and is like horrified at all of this stuff. And you see both of them for the people that they are, like in their heart as characters. And Vraska was my favorite character of 2018, and I think this is the best Vraska story and the best Jace story, period. It's really, really good. I actually went back and reread it over the weekend just to confirm it was my favorite. And at the beginning, it's like, oh, this is kind of lame, because they're doing like Kumena, and then they do Watley and characters I don't care about, and then they get to Jason Vraska, and it's like, oh yeah, no, this last 2/3 of the story is just fantastic.
I think the whole that whole section of Jason Vraska story was just phenomenal.
Yeah,
I think it was the best story as a whole.
Yeah,
but
I think so too.
My best story ever still goes to the Emrakul story.
Yeah, the Eldritch Moon Emrakul story.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the best Magic story, and it's going to take a lot to dethrone that one.
Yep. For 2018, I'm going to go with Children of the Nameless. This is a book that Brandon Sanderson wrote. It's a free one. You can download it. I finished it within like 2 days, or 2-3 days. It was just really good. I like the way he writes, and I can't really talk about it because I don't spoil anything about it. But it's really good.
Yeah, I think while we're on the topic of this, we're actually trying to figure out how we can discuss this story on the podcast. So if anyone has any ideas, let us know. Because it's a book rather than just a story. So we want to talk about it, but we got to figure out how. All right. Next up.
Biggest missed reprint of 2018.
Whew.
I'm going to go with, let's let John first. John says Mox Opal.
Yeah. It's hard to argue that what is now the most expensive card in Modern isn't the biggest reprint. Because from a financial perspective, this is the most expensive card in Magic's most popular format, and it hasn't been reprinted in almost 2 years. So, yeah, why is this card so expensive? No card in Modern should be over $100 yet. We have one that is. Mox Opal. All right, Ollie.
I'm going to go with Metamorphose. Similar story. It's uncommon though, and it's worth. I'm not even sure how.
I know how much
now,
it's worth, and I think I honestly. I put my answer, but I think your answer is the best answer. You know how much Metamorphose is?
Last I checked was like, it's probably something like 20 or 30. How much is it now?
Yeah, it's like between 20 and 25.
Yeah,
this is a card that was a common in Shadowmoor.
Oh, it was a common. It wasn't even uncommon. Jesus.
Yeah, first printing was a common.
Okay.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. They can put this in any set, like any supplemental set. And they just cuz.
That's absurd. I didn't realize it was a common. I thought it was uncommon.
No, it got reprinted as uncommon in Modern Masters, the first one. But even still, like this card just needs to be reprinted. It's for goodness sakes, like it's probably an uncommon power level. Just print it, reprint it as an uncommon in something somewhere. Doesn't matter. Yeah. Figure it out. Put it in this set. Put it in Ravnica Allegiance. It's a Gruul card. Just put it in there.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's stupid. You have the best answer, by the way. Mine does not measure up because it's not as outrageous as that. My answer, however, is Oracle of Moldiah. This is another card that is significantly more expensive than probably anyone. Well, other than Commander players, I think they probably all know. Oracle of Moldiah is a Lands Matters card in a year that you printed a Lands Matters Commander set that was pretty devoid of value. I liked the deck that they printed it in. However, on the secondary market, it did not hold up very well. Oracle Moldiah is also $25. It's been printed one time in Zendikar. It's extremely popular. Why is this not seeing a reprint? You actually had the perfect spot to reprint this. People complained about other cards that could have been in that deck. However, some of those cards, like Life from Loam, did get reprinted later in the year in Ultimate Masters. Oracle Moldiah went the entire year without being reprinted, even when you had the exact spot to do it. Come on.
Mother of God.
No, we're not. That's in the next section.
Okay.
All right. Next up, Best Arena Animation of 2018.
Okay, I don't care what anyone says. I've been playing Arena the longest at anybody in the world.
Well, you might have played the most, at least.
Out of all the mythics I've played, and I've played probably...
You played more than everyone else.
Yeah. I'm going to go with Mnemonic Betrayal. Has the best animation, period.
I have no argument. You're right.
Oh, well, okay.
You're right. You're just right. When you're right, you're right.
All right. And Choi says 1,000 Year Storm. Choi disqualified.
He's not disqualified. Look, it's a legal answer. It's just a wrong answer. It's legal, but it's wrong. Okay.
All you get is Stormcloud. Like that. Like Star of Extinction is better than 1,000 Year Storm.
Oh, okay. Let's not beat on his answer. He's not here to defend himself. He's wrong.
All right.
But he's not like moronic.
Okay.
Or mnemonic.
Or mnemonic.
Yeah. All right.
Most memorable card of 2018.
This one I think is very easy.
Okay.
John and I both say Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. This is the card that was printed that had the most impact on the game of Magic.
Tay-Tay.
Every format. Every single format. Standard, Modern,
Tay-Tay, I'm letting you finish. But Niv Mizzet Perun
get out.
Is the most memorable card of 2018. Niv Mizzet Perun.
No.
Yes.
No.
It's a Consecrated Sphinx. It's uncounterable. That draws you more cards Consecrated Sphinx. Does more damage to Consecrated Sphinx. It has way too much. It's just does too much. It's like, why is the clause... Like the clause that says whenever you cast non-creature spell, draw a card, and then you can deal damage. That clause, not non-creature, but instant sorcery, it should all be together. Instead it says, whenever somebody casts instant sorcery, draw a card. Period. New clause. Whenever you draw a card, deal 1 damage. Like why? Why can that whole ability be one ability? Niv Mizzet Perun is absurd and is more, to me, more memorable than Teferi because
no,
he just kills you. Teferi kills you in a glacially slow way.
Teferi removes your will to continue the game.
He does. You're right about that. Niv just kills you immediately.
I think the fact that Teferi is seeing play in almost every single format, if not every format, is special. That doesn't happen very often, especially a 5-mana planeswalker.
It is special. All right, next set.
All right.
Next set.
Next question. Most hated card of 2018. Ali, do you want to lead this one off?
Yeah. Niv Mizzet Perun.
How are you going to have this as the most hated and the most memorable?
Hey, it works. You heard it before. I said what I said he was like. He's literally Consecrated Sphinx that wins the game. Shouldn't exist. Why? I don't know. I don't know why he has all these abilities. Why he's uncounterable. Why he has those abilities split. It's just obnoxious. He is so obnoxious. He's obnoxious. Like he's stupid. Anyways, that's my mind.
I'm gonna go with Goblin Chain Whirler because before rotation, this card was the bane of every deck's existence.
Not every deck. There were decks. Not every deck. We actually ragged on this card because we understand why people.
We did. And we were wrong, Ollie.
We were wrong.
We were wrong. We were wrong.
Now?
And it dominated.
Are we wrong now?
This dominated until.
Are we wrong now?
No, it's totally fine.
It's garbage.
Although I'm pretty sure in 2019, old Cheney Boy is going to have a resurgence, but that's neither here nor there. But the fact is, from the day that this was printed until the rotation of Kaladesh and Amonkhet blocks, this was the most played card, period. It was a 4 in the best deck from the day of its printing until that rotation. And people hated it. Everyone hated it. You hated it because the deck it appeared in was the deck that you hated. And it was the marquee card of that deck.
Yeah, but the card itself didn't do anything. Like,
I don't mind. But all the rest of it did.
Whatever. All right. John says Tree Redemption, Nexus of Fate,
All right,
disqualified.
So Tree Redemption is...
No, you can't go into it, Parnell. He picked 2 cards.
Well, no. Well, listen. There's a joke with Tree Redemption.
Okay.
In maybe 4 years ago, when he worked at Star City Games, he was in the SCG Fantasy Football League, and somehow, in some way, he managed to go 0-13 in fantasy football. I don't think you understand how hard that is. It's almost impossible. It's almost statistically impossible. If you're actually trying and setting a lineup every week, the fact that you could not win a single week is almost statistically impossible. For people that play fantasy football can attest how difficult this is, because you've seen people that have had terrible teams, and yet still they have 2 or 3 wins at the end of the season. He didn't even have a terrible team. He just got outrageously unlucky. So I'm sure when he sees Tree of Redemption, because we called it the League of Redemption after that, just because he went 0-13, so he is the Tree of Redemption. But Nexus of Fate, I think his real answer is fair, because people, for some reason, were freaking out about this card and thought it was going to be $200. And you'll remember when we talked about it, I was like, yeah, this is the most it'll ever be, and it's just going to go down from here. Well, here we are. Overreaction. Welcome to Magic community. That's what everybody likes to do.
But he's saying he hates that card.
Yeah, he hates it.
Okay. Next. Biggest sleeper of 2018.
Okay.
John says Healer's Hawk.
No, he's totally right, though.
It's like Lantern Kami. Both lifelink.
I mean, Healer's Hawk, I think I actually think that's a good answer. I think this is a card that was printed in 2018 that saw a significant amount of play, won Pro Tour, and is probably going to continue to see play the entire time that it's in Standard, which is going to be for a long time because it's in Guilds of Ravnica, so we're going to be seeing Healer's Hawk for a while.
I'm telling you, man, give Lantern Kami lifelink, and that's it.
Well, I mean, it's done work. It's done work. And as someone who plays, again, a lot of limited, Guilds of Ravnica limited, Healer's Hawk is quite a good card.
Well, yeah, it's good in there, yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's very good.
It's good in limited, yeah.
It's good and constructed. I mean, it was in the winning deck for Pro Tour, like as one of the best, as the best turn 1 play. So
yes.
I'm just saying, man. Like you can hate it all you want. It's a 1/1 flyer for 1 with lifelink, but I mean, it's put up results, and I think it's going to continue to. I think it's a good answer.
What's yours, Parnell?
My answer. We're going to go all the way back. And we're going to circle back around to your first answer. You talked about the best Magic release 2018 being Riles of Ixalan. Honestly, the biggest sleeper card of 2018 was printed Riles of Ixalan, and that is Angrath, the Planeswalker. I think this card...
The Flame Chained.
The Flame Chained, yeah. Angrath is looking for a breakout in 2019. And
he's going to break out the chains.
Yeah, I think so. He's finally home with his people. Let me tell you, the Rakdos like chains a lot. They like chains quite a bit.
They unleash them. And
they like flames. So
they do.
Like he's literally going to be right at home. And I do legitimately think that this Planeswalker you're going to start seeing a lot more of. Oh, you've played with this card a lot. You know how powerful it is.
Yeah, I do. I don't think Angrath likes to party like Rakdos does.
I don't think no one likes to party like Rakdos does.
Except Rakdos.
Yeah.
No, his abilities are pretty powerful to trigger Spectacle every turn.
Yeah.
So, but I don't think he'll be that good, honestly.
Okay.
But we'll see.
We will see.
We still have. I'm saying that, and I've seen like 80 Rakdos cards. So
yeah, you've seen one Bedevil, which we'll talk. Just to let everyone know,
yes.
we're gonna next week we'll start to dig in, but not yet.
All right. For me, biggest sleeper, I'm still going to go with Connive Concoct. I think Concoct is a very powerful spell. It's one of the best reanimation spells we've ever had in Standard. It's just that we have nothing to reanimate. Like, there's nothing good to reanimate. We've tried. If you're going to reanimate into Mizzet, there's no point in reanimating into Mizzet. You can just cast it. Zakama, there's no point in reanimating Zakama because Hardy's her abilities and her kind of playability doesn't trigger. It's just like there's nothing worthwhile right now. Hopefully that changes in Ravnica Allegiance. Connive is just a very powerful mini control magic. It's like a thread of disloyalty kind of, but it's forever.
Yeah.
So I think it's just I still think it's sleeper. I think it's one of the strong cards.
Yeah, no, I actually agree with you. I mean, standard is at its smallest point right now. It's only gonna get bigger. There's gonna be 3 more sets before it gets small again, and inevitably there's gonna be some big creatures that are gonna get printed. That's just gonna happen.
Maybe,
so
maybe it's from Gruul, maybe Borborygmos.
Well, I think this is a lore spoiler, but if Domri is the leader, Domri is the leader of the Gruul, right? As far as we know.
Yeah.
Well, you know what that means, though, right?
He killed Borborygmos?
Yeah, it's the only way you can become leader of the Gruul.
No.
Yeah. Domri, Jason Statham, Rade.
That's sad.
Which is a great segue, because that's Magic in 2018, and we're getting ready to move on to pop culture in 2018. Are you ready to talk more about the Meg, Ollie?
No, I'm not.
Great.
I'm over the Meg.
Excellent. All right, we're going to take a quick break. When we return, 2018 in pop culture.
'2018 in pop culture. Favorite TV show of 2018, Parnell? We both agree.
Right off the bat. This one's easy.
It's Westworld.
Yeah, it's totally Westworld. And it's
Yeah,
not just because
there
this
was
is
no
the
Game
one
of
that- this
Thrones.
is what we talked about on the show.
No, there's no Game of Thrones, so that's how I'm going with it.
We talked about this. I still think Westworld Season 2 was better than the last season of Game of Thrones. Just the last season.
Yeah. Right. I don't agree. And then John says The Good Place.
Now, The Good Place is a great show. I started watching it this year. I'm not caught up. I kind of stopped for a little bit, but from all accounts, from anyone that I've talked to about this show, people love it. That's all I got. People love it.
Well, actually, yeah, I just won't go with it. I won't go in detail, but okay. Maybe I should check that out then.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. We haven't. Neither of us have watched it enough.
All right. Worst decision a character made in 2018.
Ugh, man.
Choi says everything in Chlorophyll Paradox.
It's hard to argue with that one. It's really hard to argue with that one.
It is. It's just awful.
Every decision that every character made in the movie, every decision that everyone made writing, directing, producing the movie, and Netflix's decision to pay for the movie. That was literally every decision was terrible. Our decision to watch and review the movie. There was no good decision. There's no good decisions made about Cloverfield Paradox.
We all lost.
We did. Ollie, what's yours?
Mine is the main character in Cargo lying to his wife about seeing the zombie in the boat.
What an idiot.
Yeah, yes. Don't even mention when he got bit by his wife zombie wife, because he's just idiot. Stupid. He could avoid all that. They were fine. Like, why are you lying about that? Like, why would you? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you're totally right. Moronic. Totally moronic.
It's frustrating.
My choice for the worst decision a character made in 2018 is Killmonger killing Maggie.
Maggie agrees with you. Killing Maggie?
No. Kill. I'm changing it to kill Maggie instead of Killmonger.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Killmonger killing Ulysses Claw in Black Panther. Why was this such a terrible decision? One, because you killed off the most entertaining character in the movie. And two, he totally could have helped you achieve your goal. All you had to do was just work with him a little bit. And instead, you killed him like an idiot. And then he died later. Also a stupid decision by Marvel, killing both of those characters, which are arguably two of the best villains they've had in the MCU in a long time. And they killed them both off in the same movie. Are you kidding me? I'm hoping that the next Avengers movie corrects some of these mistakes with whatever shenanigans they're going to do, because those were terrible decisions. Those are two fantastic actors playing two fantastic characters, and they're gone. Stupid. Just stupid.
Yeah. Monk S.
Yeah, exactly. Monkey S. That's what I'm saying.
Top 3 favorite movies of 2018.
All right, we'll
start with number 3.
Top 3 list. Okay.
Top 3. I'll start on number 3. My number 3 is same as John's number 3. It's Avengers: Infinity War. For obvious reasons, the movie was fantastic. I loved it. We got to see the bad guy winning. Got to see him snap, crackle, pop, and half people gone.
You're dead.
Yep.
We just lost half of our audience.
I hope not.
Avengers didn't crack my top 3. It's very good. I think, and as we'll talk about this going forward. I actually think 2018 was a really good year for movies. There's a lot of good movies in 2018. And Avengers is really good. I gave it five stars, but it's I think it's not as good as the 3 movies that I picked. All right, do we want to go down your list, or do we want to go down 3, 2, 1 for everyone?
3, 2, 1.
All right. My number 3 movie is Annihilation. This was really tough for me to decide whether this was 2 or 3. Ultimately, Annihilation is the best sci-fi movie that I saw all year, and probably in a really long time. I think it's probably still underrated because I don't think enough people have seen it, probably because it's rated R, but it's fantastic.
Or they think it's a horror movie, probably.
Yeah, maybe so. It has some horror elements, but it's certainly not. It's a sci-fi movie through and through.
Right, but some people don't watch horror movies, and
yeah,
that could be a thing for it too.
Yeah, totally. Okay, favorite movie number 2. John said Black Panther. Black Panther is probably in my top 5, but not in my top 3. I think Black Panther is very good, but I don't think it's in my. It's not in my top 3, but still a great movie. Just how it shows you the quality of movies in this year.
Yeah. Yep. You and I both agree with A Quiet Place.
Totally.
Yep. It basically set a new precedent for movies in general. The whole movie was very quiet. It showed suspense. It showed love. It showed like a lot of things. A lot of things happened in just silence, and it's crazy. It's phenomenal. Also a fantastic movie.
Yeah, it's very good. This is, unlike Annihilation, this is an actual horror movie.
Yes.
I'm a little sad that the people, if you haven't watched this yet, you're not really going to be able to watch it in a theater, which I think is an experience, because I don't think I've ever experienced like complete silence in a movie theater before on purpose. And it's not because no one's in there, but because you don't feel like you can make any noise. And it's really something to behold. And the movie is fantastic too.
I agree with you.
So, all right. Number 1 movie this year. John selects A Quiet Place. I can't argue with that. It's a fantastic movie. It didn't make my number 1, but it's great.
It's close, yeah.
It's great. Ollie?
I picked Annihilation. I think the movie is phenomenal. Best sci-fi movie I've seen in a long time. It's and has a lot of rewatch value, a lot of different interpretations. You could go online and like just basically look at, ask yourself like what's going on, and get three or four different answers, or 5 different answers, and they all kind of make sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
Just a very good like mind screw type movie, which I liked it.
Yeah. Also, it has essentially an all-female cast, which is notable for film in general. The fact that you can have a movie, it's not that it's not possible, but movie studios are not really willing to take a chance on things like that. So it's refreshing to see a blockbuster movie have an all-female cast and not it be tongue-in-cheek, but these are just characters that just happen to be women, and they're super badass. So great movie.
Yep.
My number 1 movie is a movie we talked about just 2 weeks ago, and I spent a lot of time thinking about how I wanted to rank these, because I think Annihilation, A Quiet Place, and this movie were my top 3, and I wasn't exactly sure how they fell, but ultimately my number 1 movie of 2018 is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. This, I think, is the best comic book movie of this year. I think it's the best comic book movie of a lot of years, probably since
you love this movie.
2014. I did love this movie.
Yep.
This is a movie that I think is infinitely rewatchable. As a big Spider-Man fan, this the number of Easter eggs in this movie is staggering. They got a lot of things right. It's beautiful. It's like the most beautiful animated movie I've maybe ever seen. And as I get older, I appreciate movies that I can watch with kids more, as I watch a lot of movies with a 12 and a 14-year-old. So being able to go to a movie and have the family all love it and all join and share that experience together means a lot to me. And this was one where every single person, like all of us, loved it, which is very rare whenever we go see a movie together. So, great year for comic book movies specifically. And I think, ironically enough, a non-MCU movie, in my opinion, was the best among them. Best comic book movie, best animated movie of the year, and my favorite movie of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it a lot. Not as much as you, obviously, but it was definitely a movie that broke a lot of barriers, too. So I can see why you liked it.
Yeah, it's great. All right. Now that we've gotten the best out of the way, what was the movie you were most disappointed by in 2018?
Cloverfield Paradox by like a mile.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I don't know. It took forever for this movie to come out, and it was just a big flop. It was just awful all around. Like then, like the whole movie just sucked, and it's depressing.
It did, didn't it?
Yep. The whole thing sucked. There's no good part really. Yeah.
The 10 seconds of the very end.
Yes.
But at that point, they've worn you down so much. It's hard to care.
And it ended. And it was like, okay, oh, cool. Oh, we're done. Of course we're done. Oh, why wouldn't we be done? Yep, that's my vote.
Yeah, I can't argue too much. John's selection is Ready Player One, which I actually kind of agree with. Like, the movie wasn't bad, but I guess from reading the book, which I am a big fan of, I guess I did a pretty good job with the movie, but it's just, I don't know, it felt short. Not the movie fell short, but it fell short. So, I don't know. That's definitely up there for me with most disappointing. So is Cloverfield Paradox. But the number one disappointing movie for me was Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I thought Jurassic World was really great. It was a great nod to the original Jurassic Park, and it was actually just a good movie on its own. And this movie just gets worse and worse and worse the more it goes on. And I really love that world. And it's just crap.
It was kind of like destroying you over time.
It was.
Sorry.
And the worst part is, I'm big Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard fans. And the fact that they were the two stars of this movie, and there's not even that many other characters in the movie that you see that frequently, and the movie still sucked. It's just terrible. It's terrible. It's just really disappointing. It made me sad. It was so bad. Anyway. All right, back to favorite
song.
Thing.
Favorite song / album 2018.
Ollie?
I'm going to go with Blue Lips by Tovlo. I was listening to Spotify. Song of hers came on. Okay, that's kind of cool. Saved it. Like a couple weeks later, another one comes on. Another one comes on. And it's like, they're all from this album. Like, okay, let me just listen to the album. And it's just a really good album that like is like secretly good.
Just like one that you keep going back to and listening to over and over again.
Yeah, or you're like, this is a song. Why have I heard this before? And it's just like, wow, this is actually pretty good.
That's good.
So, yep.
That always feels good when you can discover that and love something like that.
Yeah, it's like I really haven't heard the songs anywhere else, so it's kind of nice. Not kind of nice I haven't heard it anywhere else, but it's nice like I discovered it.
Yeah, you're like, and then you like look around, and you're like, no one else, no one has anyone heard this? No. Just me?
Yeah, no.
They made this for me. The favorite song for both John and I for 2018 is "This Is America" by Childish Gambino. And not only is this song great, it's hip hop, but the music video is fantastic. It is more than a song because it kind of means a lot of where we are as a culture and where we're headed. And it's something we haven't talked about on this podcast, but I think the song plus the music video and just everything about this really summed up this year. I think better than probably just about anything else. Which I'll get back to, and I'll get back to in a little bit. But this is definitely the favorite song of the year for me, for sure.
Okay, yeah, I agree with you. The song itself and the video was very had a lot of art to it. Yeah,
a non-traditional way.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Biggest surprise in pop culture in 2018. Listen, I know Stan Lee was old, okay, but I did not see him dying. I mean, it was just so surprised to me. Like I know he's ancient, but I know he was sick. I know what's going on. He's just up and dead. Now it's kind of crazy to me.
He's just up and dead. I mean, he was old.
I know he was old, but still surprising.
Okay, I mean, I guess that's fair. It's fair. I wasn't expecting a death.
Like, it wasn't even like, okay, he's sick, he's got X disease, he's slowly deteriorating. It was just like, he's dead. It was a surprise. It was a shock.
Okay. He was 95.
Still,
he lived a great life, man. He did really great.
I'm not saying that. I'm saying it surprised me.
You're just like, Stanley died.
Yeah, exactly. Came out of nowhere.
John selected, he put R.I.P. Toys R Us. Come on, man. I don't know how that's a surprise. Retail's in decline. Big box stores like that just can't. That models can't.
Amazon got them.
Yeah, can't. Yeah, it's just not. That's
overpriced.
Day and age. And I spent a lot of money at Toys R Us in my youth. Okay, I did my part. I did my part to keep them alive. They didn't hold up their end of the bargain.
They're also overpriced.
Oh yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Big time overpriced. My biggest surprises for pop culture in 2018 is the movie Skyscraper. I went with Parker, who's 14. We want to go see this in the summer. It was just the two of us. Levi and Meredith were going doing something else. We're just like, I was like, you want to go see a movie? He's like, yeah. He's like, what do you want to? I was like, what do you want to see? He's like, let's go see. He's like, let's go see Skyscraper. It looks like it's gonna be terrible. And I was like, well, I don't like spending money on terrible movies. But he was like, fine. I was like, it's matinee. We're not gonna spend that much money. So we went to go see it, and it was actually good. It wasn't great, but it was good, and not in like an ironic way. But it was actually a pretty good action movie, better than a number of other movies we saw this year. And this is one we didn't talk about on the podcast. But it's surprising. It was surprisingly good. Like there's the cast is really diverse. Yeah, there's dogs in it. Maggie, don't worry. Actually, I don't think there's dogs. Don't tell her.
I won't tell her, but she's surprised.
Okay.
Sorry, guys.
All right. But the cast is really diverse. Like there's like one white person in it, which is really great. It was like it's about a skyscraper, like this gigantic building. That was really interesting. It looked like a Die Hard, but it didn't play out as much like a Die Hard. I think that was more marketing. It was actually surprisingly good. Like I actually did not want my time or my money back. So that was the biggest surprise for me. All right. We have one more question.
All right.
And I know this is the one that you've been waiting for.
Yep.
Ollie, what was your favorite Jason Statham moment of 2018?
I'm gonna pass mine. I'm gonna go last.
No. I want to give you the floor. I want you to take your time, and I want you to answer because everyone has been waiting for this moment to tell us how you feel. What was your favorite moment?
Okay.
Of all of the moments Jason Statham had in 2018?
The ending. The credits rolling up and being over.
The end of what? His life? He's not dead. He's going he's very strong.
The ending of the movie.
Prime of his life. Ending of what? What are you talking about?
The ending of everything.
What do you mean? That doesn't even make sense.
Parnell, I'm passing.
You can't pass. You have to answer all of the questions.
The ending
People are going to be very upset if you don't answer this question.
No, they're not.
They definitely... All right. Let me know if you were upset at Ollie did not answer this question, because he's going to.
Whenever his movie, The Meg, ended.
Well, that's just not true.
Yes, it is.
John said when he signed on for The Meg 2.
Oh my god, is that thing?
That says, yeah, and we're going to go see it.
I'm not seeing it.
You're absolutely going to see it. You have to for the podcast. You can't say you didn't enjoy this movie. We all had fun with it. You had a blast. Nope. You're going to see The Meg 2 when it comes out next year.
Oh my god.
On your birthday.
Go.
My favorite moment, my Jason Statham moment, was when the second Megalodon showed up and ate the first Megalodon. Spoilers for The Meg, by the way.
It's not spoilers. The movie's trash.
Spoilers for The Meg. In case people are saving themselves, they're wanting to see it like on their anniversary or something. Really treat themselves. That was my favorite moment because I gave him so much more ammunition to say Meg and Megalodon. How he says it, you know how he does it. You do it. You want to do it? You do it.
No, you can do. Parnell, go and do it. I know you want to do it.
No, I'm not going to do it. This is your time. This is the question you wanted to put on here, and now you're here and you don't want to answer it.
I can't do it.
Fine. All right.
You do it.
No, we're done. Oh, terrible.
You do it. You have
not been practicing at all.
I don't want to practice it.
Why not?
Because I don't want to practice this.
You're just... Anyway, that's the last question we have.
Do it.
We have...
They're waiting for it. You gotta do it.
Oh my god. It's the Megalodon.
Thank you.
Thank you. Next week, we have Black Mirror Bandersnatch on Netflix. You have a week to watch that movie. Make sure to do so at least once, at minimum.
Just watch it more than once, probably.
Yeah, at minimum. Before next week, so you can join the conversation. But that's the show for this week. We're gonna let Maggie go out and pee, so we're gonna be back in just a moment. Ollie, first one of the year.
First one.
Of the year. You know what time it is.
Question of the week.
Question of the week. Were those fireworks?
Yep.
All right, Ollie. Finish this sentence. 2018 was the year of blank.
How about we do Jonathan's answer first?
All right. Director John Choi says 2018 was the year of esports. And some of you are listening and you're like, well, that hasn't happened yet. That's 2019. I think he means the year of esports in general. This was the year that esports blew up. You had the biggest streamer in the world appear on the cover of ESPN magazine. Esports has been kind of legitimized as something that is a mainstream part of our culture, and that happened this year. And it's going to continue moving forward, but this will be the year that is remembered where it kind of went from something that your kids did that a few people got paid for to being a legitimate thing that is a real thing that you can make money on and that people enjoy watching in our culture worldwide. So I think it's a good answer.
I agree. All right, mine is 2018. We all know 2018 was the year of the dog, right?
Was it?
Okay, it was the year of the dog. So it is. So now for me, my answer is 2018 was the year of Maggie. My reasoning is Maggie's the closest non-human person. Maggie's the non-Justin person I'm closest to outside of Aiden, and that was the year I got her. She's helped me through helping me mature and grow a lot as a person. She's comforted me when I've been depressed. She's cheered me up when I've been maybe cheered up. She's a great dog. 2018, I'm giving it to my Doge Maggie.
Okay. I thought you were gonna be trolly with that answer, but you weren't.
You thought I was gonna be trolly with it?
Yeah.
No,
Initially, you weren't. You aren't.
No, it's not.
It's a good answer.
I mean, it's kind of trolly, but not really, because I mean it.
No, I know.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And my answer is 2018 was the year of Donald Glover. And we talked about earlier about the song
Donald
This Is
Glover?
America from Childish Gambino, which is Donald Glover. Not only does, and it's weird to say like a pop culture person, like someone that makes music and is a movie star, appeared in Solo, obviously as a starring role as Lando Calrissian earlier this year, but kind of his way of putting uncomfortable topics to the forefront that makes everyone stand up and listen has been really impressive. And this isn't really the first year they did it. His 2017 album Awaken My Love did that a lot too, but I think this year is kind of his start to like super duper stardom, and not just as a pop culture person, like as a important person in our culture. And
Okay.
I don't know. He, I think a lot of what he's done has had the impact on people that may not have realized that it's because he started things. Without going into too much detail, I guess, because to try to keep it not political, but that's my answer.
So for 2018, Maggie, it was the year of Maggie for me.
Yep.
2019, Maggie's gonna be the year 2019. Maggie's gonna find her voice. She's already finding her voice out. She's randomly barking.
She is
for no reason now.
She's finding it.
She's finding her voice.
I wish she could lose it for a moment.
Yeah. Well, she barked and then ran out the room.
Yeah, she wants you to know.
I don't know.
She just wants you to know that she's here.
That she's guarding the house from ghosts.
Yeah, that's it for sure.
Yep.
All right, Ollie. In 2019 and beyond, where can people find you?
Wait, we okay.
Wait, what? What?
Are we going to do Animal of the Year?
No, this is your first time. We do
that. Ali Aintrazi on Twitter.
We do that.
Cool.think.com every Wednesday and Friday. I'm doing video articles on Wednesday for Battle of One, and I'm also doing videos for Friday, but they're best of 3. So articles come up now Wednesday and Friday. And you can also just watch me streaming amazing decks at www.twitch.tv/Ali Aintrazi. Make sure to check that out, especially for Ravnica Allegiance, where I'll be brewing up a storm.
Is that a spoiler?
Maybe. Parnell, where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at jparnell1, and of course on Star City Games and YouTube and the host of the Commander Verse series. It's going to be coming back soon. Don't worry. Don't fret, fans. It'll be back. If you want to contact the show, you can do so. Thinktwice MTG on Twitter and thinktwicemtg@gmail.com. And of course, you can find the show SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play Music, and Spotify. Make sure to share the show, leave us a short review, leave us a like and a comment. Do all of those things. It's all the stuff I say on Commander Versus. I'm going to say it here too. Like, share, comment, subscribe specifically. And of course, if you want to support the show, you can find more of our content on youtube.com/thinktwicemtg. You can see all those Ali Aintrazi stream highlights in case you want to watch them twice, because you already watched him when he was streaming, right?
I hope so. Well, sometimes you miss it.
Sometimes you miss it because you could blink and miss something crazy.
It's true.
Because there's always crazy stuff happening. Let me tell you. You want to make sure you watch every single time that school bus comes down.
You better watch out.
Better watch out.
Better have your seatbelts. Better have your beep beeps.
Yeah. You can also find the free-to-play series that I'm doing called Journey of Discovery, as I take a free-to-play account spending $0 on Magic Arena and make it into one that is slightly less embarrassing. It's a lot of fun. You can also support the show, patreon.com/thinktwicemtg. We have a lot of rewards tiers. Specifically our Augur Bolus tier, $1 an episode. You get early access to the show, you get a pair of Thinktwice tokens, and you get access to our Discord channel. Speaking of which, Ollie preempted a little bit earlier, but instead of doing the animal pick of the week each of us
Animal picture of the year.
Of the
And I
year.
picked Bubba the blue shank. He's
Bubba.
adorable. He's playing with a little ball. This is posted back in January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July 3rd, 2018 by Amin. I had to count my hands in case you're wondering.
You did really great.
Thank you. So that's my vote. Amin has a lot of cute animals, a lot of amazing pictures, and Bubba deserved this win.
That's good.
Also, Amin, I should thank you because you posted a lot of pictures in 2018, a lot of them, and they're all adorable. You have a lot of cool and cute animals. So thank you for that, and congratulations, Bubba.
My pick is Edison the Corgi from Garrett. The picture that he posted on June 18th, way back in June, where Edison is on the floor, on his back, looking up, looking like his nap just got disturbed and he's wondering why. And he looks
like,
real freaking cute.
It's like WTF, what happened?
Looks real cute. And Edison, that is my animal picture of the year. And Director Choi said, anything with Edison and Garrett. And I'm like, well, you got to pick one. He's like, nope, they're all great. Just, I was like, so he's also disqualified again. He's been disqualified a lot this episode. It's weird.
Yes.
But those are our animal pictures of the year. And of course, we do want to give a thank you to our director, producer, and question answerer, Director John Choi, today for answering all the questions. He answered most of them. Some of them he gave illegal answers, so we had to disqualify him. But for the most part, he did pretty good.
I agree.
Yeah, he did pretty good. He did better than I was expecting. You know, when you set that bar really low, you can surprise yourself. It's like the opposite of Cloverfield Paradox. He did that.
He did.
Like, I was expecting a Cloverfield Paradox level of answer from him, and we got
Dang.
like a Ready Player One level of answer.
That's still pretty bad.
Oh, but it's better.
It is better.
Yeah. So there's that. We want to thank our Agent of Bowls producers, Daniel Hunt and Matt Lindell. Thank you guys so much for your continued support of the show. And that's it, guys. That's all
Also,
2018. That's it.
That is.
It's gone forever.
I want to remind again, people, in case you maybe skipped a section. I don't know. But again, next week's topic is Bandersnatch, as you can find out on Netflix. Make sure to watch it. It's Black Mirror. It's a Black Mirror-esque episode. But yeah, that is a show for. Yeah, that is a show for 2018. Not for 2018. I guess for whatever year.
Yeah, that is it. For 2018, it's gone. We're already in 2019, so it's gone forever for sure.
Good night. Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. Goodbye.